Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Breaking news. Let's just dig right into it. DAZN is offering Canelo Alvarez a 3-fight package within the framework of DAZN 11-fight, $365 million contract. And let's just break it down. Now, DAZN is wanting Canelo Alvarez to take 3 fights this year in 2020, and they got the opponents pre-selected. And, let's just break down the fights. The first fight that they want Canelo Alvarez to take is Billy Joe Saunders on May 2nd. The second fight they want is, September 12th fight against Gennady Golovkin, Triple G. And, that would be most likely at Las Vegas or AT&T Stadium in Texas. So they would want that to be a massive fight. That's why AT&T Stadium in Texas is being considered outside of Las Vegas. Just to also appease Triple G, the third fight now under consideration will also be Ryota Murata, but Canelo Alvarez would actually travel to Japan to take that fight. So, that is the 3-fight deal. Now, as long as Canelo Alvarez wins each bout, because he would automatically have a rematch clause in place, this is the 3 fights that Canelo Alvarez would have in 2020. And you know what the interesting thing is, as long as Canelo doesn't take too much punishment in a Triple G fight, he should be able to be up for a Ryota Murata fight. And, that's why they feel like he should be able to make that. I don't think Canelo Alvarez is going to take any real punishment in any of these fights. Just simply stylistically, Canelo Alvarez against Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders will not be the aggressor nor initiator in their fight. Billy Joe Saunders is a fantastic boxer. He has elite level skills. So I appreciate and respect Billy Joe Saunders. What he does is a very difficult and awkward style, but he's not going to press Canelo Alvarez. He doesn't have elite power or anything. So that's not what you're going to be looking for. You're going to be looking at more of a boxing chess match. And then against Triple G, he's not faster, than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez defense is at an elite level. So, I can see Canelo Alvarez slipping and sliding a lot of Golovkin's punches. And if he decides to, walk Golovkin down, I'm not sure there's much Golovkin can do about it at this stage. After seeing Golovkin go life and death with Sergey Deverenchenko, who's a very talented middleweight, I just don't think that at this point Golovkin has enough left in the tank to be competitive against Canelo Alvarez in a trilogy fight. I think Canelo Alvarez wins that fight by knockout. And then, you also see Canelo Alvarez looking at Ryota Murata in Japan. I think that'll be a huge fight for his brand. I think it makes a lot of sense. And I also think that, Canelo Alvarez has always dreamed of fighting in Japan, back to when he would visit Japan in his teen years to box. That's something that he's always mentioned year after year after year of wanting to go back to Japan, but actually headline a card as a professional. And this would give him the opportunity to do so. So, you've seen a lot of issues with Canelo Alvarez not really interested in a Triple G fight. But you also got to look at it, DAZN has sweetened the pot by allowing him, the opportunity to fight all 3 of these fights in 2020, but really allowing him to get the Ryota Murata fight in at the back end of the year. And I think that makes a lot of sense because I don't see any of these fights as being enormously difficult as far as punishing to the body. I think Canelo Alvarez, it would be favored to beat literally every single one of these opponents. I think, all of them are good opponents. All of them are quality fighters. And all of them are champions. You look at Billy Joe Saunders, he's a world champion at 168 pounds. You look at Gennady Golovkin, he's a world champion at 160 pounds. And then you also see Ryota Murata, who's also a champion, but he's an interim champion. So imagine fighting 2 world champions and an interim champion as a tune-up to build your brand at the end of the year. That's a better year than pretty much anybody can speculate. If Canelo Alvarez does take this deal, the true loser in all of this will be guys like Callum Smith for initially turning down the deal. The true loser in this will be a guy like Caleb Plant for initially turning down deals, because at the end of the day, these guys may never get these opportunities again. And you see, if he decides to take this deal from DAZN, the rest of his 2020 will be booked. These guys won't get another shot until 2021, when Canelo Alvarez will look for his next opponent. So, this is why you take an opportunity to be great when it's offered, because you never know when that chance will come around again. But once again, Unbiased, as always, is an IBFP.